like I know Sasquatches are a nighttime animal, so they have a very dark eye that seems to take in a lot of light. But they've also got some interesting aspects to them in that, I've got the whole theory about the electromagnetic properties. Well, some of the witness accounts basically talk about the eyes shining red on their own, not with light refracting back to it. So if they have some sort of bioelectrical signature that they can use, they might do it. They might actually do it to signal other ones. I don't know. I mean, it's not impossible because an electric eel will kill a horse. Mm-hmm. It can build up enough charge, eh?
Yeah.
What?
Electric eel. Oh. Have you ever seen those things?
Hey everyone, welcome to Mountain Beast Mysteries. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of a new Bigfoot documentary called Big Fur. Now, Big Fur is a documentary about the taxidermist Ken Walker, the world champion taxidermist, who's been featured in a few of my videos, Expedition Sasquatch 2 and the Supernatural Sasquatch Part 2. And I was just at his place the other month, and I released a sneak peek clip of a new film I'm doing, which is Bigfoot Beast of the North. But long story short, I like talking to Ken. He is probably the most knowledgeable person on the Bigfoot topic in Alberta here. He knows all the anecdotes within the hunting and trapping community, and he spends his free time just researching Bigfoot. So he basically knows everything regarding Bigfoot in the Nordegg area. He knows the whole history of the place. He has a Sasquatch scat in his freezer. I saw it with my own eyes. Now, I don't know 100% if it is Sasquatch scat. Apparently it was tested and it came back as inconclusive, so who knows. But anyways, Ken is in this documentary Big Fur. Big Fur is about Ken. It's about Bigfoot, but it's also about Ken and his life. And it gets pretty personal. But if you like watching the interviews I have of Ken, you gotta watch Big Fur. It's actually a really good, really well-made documentary. I think it's better than anything I've ever made. Dan Wayne, the director, the creator of it. It took him a long time to get the film together, like from start to finish, to this point where it's out online for you guys to watch. And you can tell that there was a lot of heart and effort put into this film. You do get to see Ken's weird, quirky side. He's a funny guy. He's kind of strange, but he's an artist and he's very talented. And you can see that in his taxidermy work. Like, the stuff that he has created looks like alive. It's not alive, but it looks alive the way he does it. I don't know. It's pretty fascinating. I didn't know. I wasn't really interested in taxidermy until I met Ken. I always thought of taxidermy kind of the way a lot of other people think about it, where it's just like a weird hobby that only weird people like do. But it's definitely an art, and it takes a lot of work and a lot of talent to bring these deceased animals back to life, basically. But throughout the film, we follow Ken as he creates this replica Sasquatch, and it's the one you see in Expedition Sasquatch Part 2. It's a replica of Patty, essentially, a female Sasquatch. The most interesting part of the film to me is watching Ken and the people around him and seeing what they think of all of it, you know? Because those of you who are into the Bigfoot topic, you know how people react when you tell them, oh, I'm into like Sasquatch and, you know, looking for Bigfoot and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's, you know, they think it's weird. You know, they're thinking you're weird. And it's interesting to see it all unfold. You know, there's some pretty funny scenes of Ken and, you know, his ex-wife, and, you know, seeing what she thinks of all of it and just seeing her reactions in the video. It's very, very interesting. But the film in its entirety is very entertaining and easy to watch. And when I was watching it with him, I wasn't bored at all. Really, like, it kept me hooked the whole time. So I know Ken is a favorite on Mountain Beast Mysteries. You all like watching his interviews, so I'd highly recommend checking out Big Fur. Now, it's available on a bunch of different streaming platforms. You can get it on Apple TV, Google Play. I think it's on Amazon. You can also buy or rent it on YouTube. So if you search Big Fur on YouTube, it'll come up and it'll give you an option to rent it or buy it if you want. I would say it's one of the best documentaries on Bigfoot in recent years, even though it's not like really about the search for Bigfoot. It's about Ken and his passion for Bigfoot and his passion for taxidermy and animals and bringing, you know, these dead creatures back to life, and the construction of this Bigfoot creature, like that's his passion project. It was something he just decided to do, and it's all based on like actual witness reports. He took his knowledge of Bigfoot based on the research he did and all the anecdotes he took in and created this thing. And so, I don't know, I got to see it up close and personal. It actually is quite impressive. I don't know how it looks to you guys on camera in my footage, but standing next to that thing kind of gives you a weird sense of like, this is what it would be like if I had a close face-to-face encounter with one of these creatures. As far as I know, Ken would like to make another one. He actually gave that Bigfoot replica to Dan Wayne, the director, you know, as a gift, which I think is really cool, because man, Dan put a lot of effort into this film, pretty much put everything he had into it. So yeah, it's very good, super high production value. It's got some really great animations, great music, and it's just a well thought out, put together documentary that is incredibly high quality. And like I said, I think it's better than anything I've done. Like, my stuff has really good like nature shots and drone footage, but as an overall package, I don't think my stuff compares to this at all in like a sense of editing and just a clean, well put together film. I really got to give props to Dan on this film because he really knocked it out of the park. It's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, I don't know if that really means anything, but I'd highly recommend checking out Big Fur. Rent it if you don't want to buy it. Just watch it. So show them your support, check out the film. It is Big Fur. It's available pretty much anywhere. I have a link down below in the description, so you can just click that if you want to check it out right away. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, guys. We'll see you next time on Mountain Beast Mysteries.
This place here is a little tucked away spot in western Alberta in the foothills. And this area has had a history of sightings of Sasquatches. I've been coming out here and putting up cameras and just basically, you know, just kind of hanging about and seeing if I can find something. They go out of their way not to leave any trace. It's almost like their entire existence is based on being stealthy and not being discovered, you know. This particular place right here is where I was first told to come here and look for forensic evidence of a Sasquatch, because one had built a big bed here, also called a nest. And this was all, I mean, it was a big mat of grass that was pulled and carried and all kinds of stuff. And it lived under this tree. And so I came in March. There was still like a lot of snow, and we took snow shovels and dug it up and filled up 5 bags of frozen scat, put it in a cooler in bags, collected it with our gloves on. And then I sent it into the Fish and Wildlife, and they actually tested it. And it came back inconclusive in that and I thought that they didn't find DNA, and the guy said, no, we just don't know what it is. And he said, it's kind of the result that you want. And told me that if there's to put some away, and if there's ever anything to compare it to bring it back out again. I have 2 bags of it left. And you can still see the snow that I collected with it. But there it is. Actual, real Sasquatch poop. It was frozen right away, and when I collected it was frozen, and it has not been thawed. There it is, and there's 2 bags of it. And it's the real deal because, you know, I collected it myself. I saw the bed, I saw the nest that the Sasquatch built. It was very cool.